What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm Paul. This is Pauline Theology's daily devotional, man, and we're going through the book of John. Today, we're in John chapter 19, verses 8 and 9. Verses 8 and 9, man. And we're about to dive into the reality of who Jesus is. And then really our response to him. That's been the theme of the entire book of John is, who is Jesus? And then when we know who he is, like, how do we respond to him? Do we walk to him because we desire light, or do we hate him because we desire darkness, man? So if you haven't read it yet, go ahead and stop the tape, see what it has to say, come back, and we're going to answer the 4 questions. If not, man, we're just going to jump right into it, man. If you've already read it, let's go ahead and dive. The first question is, what's going on? Well, the ruling elite of the Jews have spoken, man. They cried out, crucify him. And then they give the reason for that, which is because they say he claims to be the Son of God. And the reaction of Pilate is fear. When he hears this, it says he becomes very afraid. He has a response. And so one thing I want to say about that is that whether we are walking with Christ or walking against him, a witness to the Father will be shown. A witness to God's reality will be shown. And so in their disgust of Jesus, Pilate is moved and shaken to a further understanding of who Jesus is. And so what happens is Pilate makes his action and he goes and talks to Jesus, but Jesus is silent. He didn't say a word, man. And so the thing is that it comes a point in time, man, that the voice of God will cease to speak. And that is a sad time, especially now when Pilate has been moved to a further understanding, but the Father, the Son, the Spirit speak not to him. Man. So what does it say about God? I think that it says that his truth will be made known. His name will be proclaimed. And it will go out beyond our days. Always. He will be glorified. That's just the way it is. And then secondly, there is a time when God speaks, and then he becomes silent. There's a time when God speaks, and then he becomes silent, man. What's this say about man? Well, first off, I think it says that we will be witnesses to the reality of God, whether we decide to follow him or not. We will be witnesses. And that could be the bruising and the beating, or it could be in the grace and the mercy. Man, I pray we choose grace and mercy, man, because it's tough, man, whenever you're walking apart from God and just life is being suffocated and destroyed because we have no light in us. And it is that absence of light where others may see the need for God, the reality of the Godhead. And that's kind of what's happening to Pilate right now. And that's the second thing it reveals about mankind is we have to make a choice, man. We have to respond. We have to take action to the word that we hear, the spirit that is moved in us. Because Pilate has to take an action, man. That's what he does. And as people of God, or as just human beings in general, when God speaks, we got to take action. And what is that action going to be? What is that action going to be? And so how do we apply these truths to our lives? That's the thing that's important as well. And that's the last question that we ask. And I think what is important for us to do is to respond. Today, if you are hearing God's voice, if you have been spoken to by the Lord, respond, because there is a time when his voice will cease to speak, that his patience will run out. There is a time. And so if you hear his voice, please turn to Christ. Turn to Christ. And I appreciate you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.